Hi, welcome to PDQ Live. I'm Tara.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Jake.
Who is
I
coerced?
guess I'm here. Yeah. I guess I'm still here.
Yeah, Jake is here today because we're going to be in Intune a little bit today, and Jake is our resident Intune expert. Yeah, he is.
That's why.
He pretends like he's not, but he totally
I know
is.
some stuff. Sometimes.
You do. You know everything. He pretends like he doesn't, but he does.
I definitely don't know everything, but I appreciate that.
You're welcome. We're going to talk about Patch Tuesday. It's that time again. And, Kelly, you have some stuff to say?
I do.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Attention! Attention, all EDU people!
How was that? Did that get their attention?
Yeah.
We have
That was amazing.
we have a webinar coming up for you, December 17th. I do believe that is next Wednesday. We are going to help you figure out and crack the code to lightening your daily workload. We know the EDU folks are, let's be honest, they are just overworked. And so we're going to show you some tricks in Connect to help EDU IT teams save time by automating a lot of those repeatable tasks that you have and just simplifying a hybrid environment. If you would like to register for that, boom, the link is now in the chat. And then one last shout out for the State of SysAdmin survey. Still, if you have not had an opportunity to give us your input, we would love that because this is a survey we do every year. It gives us a tremendous amount of insights that we share out with system administrators about your job, different aspects of what you're worried about, your workload, everything. Even salaries. You can see how much you're making compared to your peers. And that link is also in the YouTube chat. So there you go. That's it. Back to you. Wait, hang on. I got to fix this.
Back to you now in the studio.
I really like that.
I know. Was it creeping you out, though?
No,
It does. I agree.
Did his lips kind of look like they weren't moving?
Oh, I
That was
wasn't
really
even
weirding
watching.
me out.
Just hearing it was kind
is
of.
it like
It's a pedal or something. But what is it?
I'll never tell.
Why are you
what?
looking that way?
What do you mean it's a pedal?
An effects pedal. My husband has a million of them.
I think that's
Oh.
just his.
He has a
not
button
just
probably in there,
Kelly's
though.
button?
It's the magic on the board.
Oh, there's too much.
What is it, Kelly?
stuff
Tell
in
us.
there.
Tell us. What is it?
Not telling.
Kelly!
Go ahead.
Kelly!
Get going.
Kelly! By the way, noob, who here thinks I went to the principal's office? That's correct.
I don't know. Like,
You
Yes.
don't think so?
no, I don't know.
What do you think I went for?
You were passing notes in class.
Do you go to the principal's office for that? That's
don't
like
know.
totally vanilla.
Depends.
You should.
Depends what's on them, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Probably back talking, like
Yeah.
snarky back talking.
yeah. Your poor
That's it.
teachers, like you've got some gnarly written down. And you're giving it to your
Yeah.
friend,
Oh,
and
no,
the teacher gets it, and they're just like, "Are you
For
kidding
life.
me?"
Yeah.
It's like death threats in class. No, my gosh, I was a child. No. That's it?
That was a
That's
long
all
time
you got? Did you hear you just call me old? No.
That's okay. Let's move it along.
Oh my gosh. No, I did go, but I'm not going to tell you why now because that was rude. Okay, Brock is here. It is Patch Tuesday. Brock.
What's up, everybody? Happy Patch Tuesday week. Happy holidays. I've had this long-standing thing with December and Patch Tuesday. It's usually a lighter month. And I usually say it kind of depends on how good or bad we've been as sysadmins throughout the year. You know, we've been unlocking accounts. Have we been answering our phones? Have we been responding to tickets in an appropriate amount of time or just letting them sit there and sizzle? I think this year we must have been pretty good because we're kind of back on track. I feel like last year was a little bit heavier. We had like 70 something releases, which isn't too bad, but we're back down to like 56 this month. So that's pretty good. We only had 2 critical, which is great, and 54 important. We had the normal spattering of remote code execution, some elevation of privilege, a few others, but the 2 big ones is there was 2 publicly disclosed and 1 that's actively being exploited in the wild, and we'll dive a little bit deeper into that. Let's look at a few of the highlights. So CVE 2025-62554, this is one of the 2 critically rated CVEs for the month, and this is, even being critically rated, it's only coming in at an 8.4 CVSS score. Now, this is a type confusion vulnerability in Microsoft Office, which means that Microsoft Office is confusing one data type for another data type, which, I mean, hey, don't be too harsh on Office, you know? It's like, hey, maybe you see an integer, maybe you think you see a float, you know, it's easy to get confused sometimes. So, but when that happens, all sorts of bad stuff can happen, including remote code execution at this point. So don't be too harsh on Microsoft Office, but definitely get it updated. Next up, we got CVE 2025 54100. And if you love parsing web pages with PowerShell, and I mean, who doesn't, right? You might be in trouble because there is an exploit out there that basically leads to PowerShell command injection. So basically, if you're going out there and you're parsing a website, and that site, this is similar to like AI prompt injection, right? You go out and you have it like scan a website and it kind of uploads a prompt that you didn't see in there, and then it has it do all sorts of crazy things. This is similar, but with PowerShell. So if you're scanning the website and it maybe has some code on that site that maybe you do or do not want it to run, it could end up running that and could lead to a lot of bad things. So what's important about this, though, is because a lot of times if you're using invoke web requests, you are automating things, right? You're returning information from the web. Well, Microsoft resolution to this right now is that if you run that and you're not using the use basic parse switch, then it's going to prompt you. It's going to say, hey, this could be dangerous. Are you sure you want to run this? Which could break all of your automations. So if you maybe have a bunch of automations set up and they are all just like not running right now, that could be why. So definitely go and check out that. That again is CVE 2025-54100. And according to Microsoft, use the use basic parsing switch on that, and that should keep you safe. Last up, we have CVE 2025-62221. I'm like, do I say enough twos in there? Anyways, 3 2s and a 1 there. This is a use after free impacting the Windows Cloud Files mini filter driver, which is just the worst mouthful. And if you're wondering if this actually impacts you, it does, because pretty much everyone that is running Windows and running OneDrive and stuff like that, that's what's being impacted here. And this one is actively being exploited out in the wild. So is it the craziest exploit? It leads to system privileges. So yes, someone could gain system access on your device. So panic, I mean, just the right amount of panic. Don't go crazy or anything, but just give it the right amount of panic. So, but yeah, that's going to do it for Patch Tuesday. It's a pretty light month, but there are a couple that, could bite you if you are not careful, especially the PowerShell automated one. If you're parsing stuff, definitely look out for those automations. And I don't know if Andrew's watching or not, but if he had found a script that somebody had written earlier that will actually go out and scan your scripts looking for those types of like commands that you're running, and see, like, you can basically catch it before things start to break and be like, oh yeah, I do have stuff that is running this that I should probably look into and fix and whatnot. So definitely do that. And also, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that joined us yesterday for our webinar that we had, me and Andrew, and thanks again for Dylan from the community joining us. I thought it was an awesome event, and yeah, thanks guys. It was great.
That's quite the report.
It
It was
is.
a lot.
Like I'm still just like processing. I'm like, I'm also still stuck on, was that enough twos? My
Maybe.
brain broke and
I know.
paused right there.
I'm like, when I say it fast enough, I can't tell how many I say. So I'm like 2025-62221. Yeah, it's like all of a sudden it's like my brain's like, wait, how many did I get in there?
Okay. You ready?
I don't know. Are you ready?
I don't know.
Are you gonna get this one this time?
No. Maybe. Let's see what happens.
I don't even know what's happening.
I'm so excited for this. I saw this like behind the scenes yesterday, and it was lovely. So I'm excited to see where it goes today.
Okay. Well, when we started talking about this, someone was using this to block the new Outlook. And Josh and I started talking about it, and we were like, why are you going to block the new Outlook? Because Microsoft's already doing that pretty well itself. So why would you do that? So we decided to try to target a different app. So we're going to talk about AppLocker today. So before we start, AppLocker is a Microsoft product, and it is part of the local group policy. So if you're familiar with group policy, it's pretty much the same thing. Because it sucks. New Outlook, that is. Yeah, it sure does, right? Unquestionably. But I'm going to tell you that the path to getting this thing working, it had a couple bumps in the road. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah. So the intent with this segment was to, how do I use AppLocker and Intune to block an app from running?
Yeah.
That was the goal.
That is the goal. And
You went on a long journey.
I went on a long
hear.
journey. So here's my, before I show you the process, here's my hot take on this. It either works really, really well. In fact, it blocks everything, or it won't work at all. That's
That
the
sounds
honest
about
truth.
right. Yeah.
Kind of tracks for Intune.
Yeah, honestly. Either it works really well or it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intune kind of does its own thing, but this one was a little interesting.
Well, show it. Are you going to show
I'll
us
show
the
you.
happy path?
I'll show you the happy path, but I am going to tell you the
Okay.
honest truth. There was part of Monday where it was blocking so much stuff that I'm like, what are you doing? It was hilarious. So, all right, here's what you do. This is the very first thing you do.
Okay.
You're going to come on your computer. Tell me when Drew's going to share what we're doing.
Oh, do you want me to show the show rundown? As I guess if that's the background, or can you minimize that one?
Can you show Fleet?
You should
Oh.
minimize the browser.
That's all I'm saying.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You get a lot of stuff open.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, it's
All right.
I
Okay.
don't-
All right. We're good.
Tara.
Let's go.
Send it. Everybody needs to see this.
It's very involved.
This
I'm
is
just
where
gonna
Tara
Say
works.
this. It's involved, but again,
Uh-huh.
if you need to block a bunch of applications in your environment and you really mean it, this is the way. I'm not kidding, man.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go and you're going to hit run, and then you're going to type in just what you see here.
SecPol MSE.
SecPol MSE, but you're basically just going to open up the local security policy, which is right here. Let's
Yep.
minimize this guy. Okay.
Cool.
So this looks familiar, right? If you're at a group policy shop, you're going to go, hey, I've seen this before. This won't be expanded. So you're going to come here, application control policies, open that up, expand out AppLocker. Okay.
All right.
Really important. I'm going to come here. Sorry, not there. I'm going to go to executable rules. And the first thing you need to do is create default rules. And it's going to create all of these.
Why?
You have to do that because you notice the rules are allow everyone to access these files. The reason why is we're going to export all these rules soon.
Okay.
Very important that you do that at first initial step.
Because if you don't do that, then that's how you end up in the nothing runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. Okay.
kind of
Yep.
important.
All right. Yeah. Why have them there in the first place? That makes no sense.
Okay, so then after you've done that first step,
Yeah.
you're going to come here and you're going to hit create new rule on executable rules. Okay.
Okay.
Create new rule. Wizard. Yay, we love wizards. You're going to hit next, and then we're going to hit deny.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is where I'm going to tell everyone, careful, because you see what it says right here,
Uh-huh.
everyone. Remember, we're local, and we're on a local machine right here, but when
So
I'm
it's
testing
local
this,
group,
local
everyone.
group, everyone.
Local group, everyone.
Yes.
Not domain group, everyone.
Correct.
Okay.
But if you're logged in as an administrator, just careful.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. So try this on a VM. You don't want to try this on your local workstation and block a whole bunch of stuff.
Not like
that
what you're doing right now.
Right,
Sounds like fun,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So then you're going to hit next, and then we're going to leave it as publisher right here. But it is very powerful because you notice what I could do. Look at all my options right here. We'll go into that a little bit more later.
Uh-huh.
But when I say it's powerful, I really mean it's powerful. Now, reference file, we're going to browse to the file that we want. So let's do, what did I have on here? Let's do putty.
Oh, okay.
We want to punish putty. So now we need to search
which one?
for the executable. So I'm going to pick this guy right here. It's really
Uh-huh.
important that you drill down to the executable.
Okay.
You want to stop it in its tracks before it opens. So
Okay.
this is the part that takes a little bit of fine tuning. Okay, and then we're going to hit open, and then we're going to just dial it up just to the file name.
Oh, I do like that.
Oh, that's really cool. So
Yeah, I
you
like
can nail it down to the publisher. So you can
Mhm.
you can nail it. It's like if it was signed with this code signing cert,
Yes.
you don't run it.
Yes.
I'm tempted to test this and block everything signed by Microsoft.
Just be careful.
Sounds like fun.
You can.
Yeah, I
That's
I
what
will
I-
after this.
I
I'm
spent,
going
I
to,
spent
yeah.
Monday breaking a bunch of stuff,
I'm gonna
so
do that
just
too.
be
I'm
careful.
Break an entire virtual
That
machine.
sounds
It
so
can't
much
run
fun.
itself.
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
do
can.
that later.
Okay, so this is how we want it to look, and then we're going to hit next, and then we're going to leave all this alone. Although you can add exceptions for a reason.
Okay.
And then we're going to hit next, and you can change this name. So we're not going to, but you can.
Yeah, that's just coming out of the code signing cert.
Exactly, but we
Yep.
could say
No silly putty for you.
no putty for Jake.
Okay.
And then we're going to hit create, and then it's going to have it be up here. Okay.
Got it.
So, and by the way, you change this just like you would change any other policy. I could allow it. I can actually change the group right here if I wanted to make a local group. I can only apply it to certain users. You would do it just like you do any other group policy.
Nifty.
Okay.
Okay.
So now,
So now no putty
Now-
will run on this machine.
That's right. It does seem like a lot of work, but remember what I said. This is super powerful if you're going to use it for your entire enterprise, because this is just part of it. Okay, this is the local policy. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to tie it to Intune.
Okay.
So now what we have to do is we come back over here to AppLocker. And first thing, configure rule enforcement. We have to make sure this is configured and it's going to enforce. So, okay, we're good to go there. We're going to right click on AppLocker and we're going to export this policy. Now it's going to export in XML.
Okay.
So let's just put it on our desktop. And we're going to call it something. It doesn't really matter what we call it, but let's say save. Okay, perfect.
Got all of our 6 rules.
That's right. And I think I have this. Now, remember, you said all 6 rules, so it's important that we save that first part so we don't lock ourselves out of
the whole thing.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's minimize that. I already had it open here in VS Code. Thank you.
Okay.
My brain stopped for a second there, but let's come here. So you're going to go back and find the parts that you want to block in Intune. So I started at rule collection down to this rule collection. And there's tons of documentation to do this. So I'm going to include that if you want.
But you're just grabbing the one, right? You exported the entire thing as XML.
Exactly.
But for Intune, you're just going to grab the one little bit.
That applies to PuTTY.
Okay.
That's correct.
Got it.
So I'm going to hit copy right here. Okay. Now, I know this seems like a lot of work, but remember, pretend you're doing this for 5 applications. You want to stop gaming in your environment. Imagine this scenario on a larger scale.
Rude.
I know, but I'm giving you a use case for this. Why would I go to all this work to stop something?
Yep.
Something as assiduous as gaming. I'm in an educational environment. I don't want you to game. I want it to stop in its tracks.
Okay.
They'll find a way.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. I need to copy the XML. Now, let's hop over to Intune. Okay, so I'm going to go to Intune. Now, I'm going to go to devices, and then I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go to configuration. Okay, we're going to create new policy. I'm going to come over here, Windows 10 and later, and then I'm going to hit template. We want templates for this. I'm going to make a custom template.
Okay.
Okay. Stop the PuTTY.
All right.
Okay, leave that just like that.
Just picking on poor PuTTY today.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, I just had to pick one. All right. Name it here.
Yup.
Doesn't
Nobody
matter.
needs a description.
Okay, this I have open because you do have to research this, but again, we will include this so you have it. Has to be named a certain way. And I know what you're thinking, you're like, why would I go to all this hassle? Gosh, this seems like a lot of work, Tara. I know it really does.
All right. Okay.
But we're going to call this string. It totally works. I spent the better part of Monday locked out a bunch of stuff. Oops, wrong one. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
And is the string value from Notepad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep. That whole stuff that we copied. We're going to come back over here if I can remember how to work it. Yep. Save it. Okay. So now we saved it. Now what are we going to do next? We're going to scope it. Now, interestingly, we're going to scope it to users, not devices.
Yeah.
So any computer that you log into, it's going to stop PuTTY for you.
That's actually like really cool and really powerful.
Very powerful.
Because like local policy or like AV policies typically block an app from running on an entire machine.
Yes.
Right. So with this, we can target and we can say this app should be installed, not run for standard users, but will run for administrators or this type of user, but not that.
Correct.
That's really cool.
So I made a user group, has 2 users in it, myself and Austin, a fake user group that won't break anything.
Yep.
And then select it. I'm going to scope it, hit next. I didn't fill in any applicability rules. You could say when this computer's at home. I mean, this is, it's so
like this is where you can get crazy
could.
with this type of thing, right?
You could. Yes.
Yeah.
So I know it really feels like a ton of work, but oh my God.
That's not that much work. I think that's fun.
Well, and they're complaining, so I'm trying to say, calm down.
If it only did a block of the machine level itself,
yes.
Yeah, there's easier ways to do it, but it's the granularity that
Yeah.
you can target a user. You can target a user at a network location. You can target a user if it's something's out of date. You can target a user for this, that, and the other. That's where this gets powerful.
And one thing that you can do in just standalone Intune is you can block certain applications. You just don't have as much granularity. You can block EXEs, you can block file types, you can block scripts. You can just do that with configuration policies inside of Intune.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more powerful with AppLocker. But yeah. It took a while to figure it out all perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like a cool thing is like being able to block something by like a code citing cert, right? Like that's a pretty powerful tool, right? Because it is like the exact example you gave of blocking gaming and education. Like how hard is that actually? Like I think you started yesterday. I threw something random out. And I was like, just block Minecraft.
Oh.
Okay, blocking Minecraft is actually really hard because it gets delivered in so many different ways through multiple launchers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But if I can just say, well, I think it's actually signed with a Microsoft code signing cert now, so that probably would be great.
That would be fun.
But something else that is signed with like that company's code signing cert, you can just say, no, nothing from that company.
Well, and I actually was poking around in Intune today, and I think that they have one for gaming. It was under endpoint protection. Intune has already made one for that. So I would probably go that route.
You can try that one first.
Because it's made specifically for gaming. There's one to block Microsoft Store apps.
Yeah.
Anyway, AppLocker, Microsoft is supposedly moving AppLocker to Intune now, but I don't know.
I've looked at it a little bit.
Have you?
Yeah, I haven't done too much with it. It seems like one of those things, like how you mentioned, like it's just not feature parity yet with it was, as always, Intune, I love it / hate it. There was moments where I was just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it that way? Gah! And you never know too. You got to wait, like an hour. If it doesn't work, does it not work, or did it not apply yet?
Or did it not apply?
Yeah, why are you not working? What are you doing to me
I reboot
right
the
now?
computer like 4 or 5 times, and I can't tell if it's a me problem or a time problem. Yeah.
Pretty much. So.
Multiple days to troubleshoot. Yeah.
Multiple days of troubleshooting, and then why are you doing that?
And lots of yelling.
So yesterday what happened during the dry run, this is a hilarious story, I'll tell you what though. But so we came down, Josh had left by now and was like troubleshooting, why are you doing this? And all of a sudden this computer wanted to restart with an update. And then when it updated, it came back on and no taskbar. I'm like, where's the taskbar? Where'd you go? What you doing? Did some fixes, tried to find it, restarted Windows Explorer, nothing would bring it back. And like, restore from restore point. I'm like,
because you used AppLocker to probably...
No, I didn't. But I thought that.
He did what Jake's going to do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so no, restored to restore point an hour later. So I was like, I will freak out. It was a very fun tech day. Okay, next one.
Speaking of troubleshooting.
That
is the next one, right? All right. Who's ever had a package that they're trying to install and it just doesn't work?
This morning, yeah.
Oh, you did this morning?
Yeah. It's pretty common. It happens.
Yeah.
Who's ever tried to install something and got like a MSI 1603 error?
Oh, yeah. That was like 90% of the tickets when I was on support. Yeah.
What do you do? How do we troubleshoot that? Teach me, Tara.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Give me the... No, you teach me.
I'm not. You're teaching me.
You know what? I did want to show you something else though. That can I do it all for 1 second?
Sure.
Because they just got it working.
Yeah.
Can I show you?
Sure. Squirrel.
If you have not signed up for this, it's pretty cool where you can copy custom packages from tenant to tenant. So remember we showed this last week? They added something else on. So if I copy the package, share with tenants, and I'm just going to clutter up yours more, Josh, because I love it. So I wish you could hear him breathing. Okay, so share. And now if I hop back over to Joshy, no touchy. And then I come back. Oh, what I copied? Did you see what I copied?
No.
VLC Mac.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll
it says
see.
it right there.
Where is it?
I just said it at the top. Yeah, it's VLC.
Okay, so now VLC, and then I come here and say I just copied it over, but I don't want to mess with the one from my mommy tenant. So I make a copy of it. And now look, because I can't alter the one that I copied from mommy tenant, but if I make a duplicate one, he loves it when I say that.
We need to like rub that vernacular.
Do you see what I just did? I can.
Yeah.
I can duplicate it, and then I can add steps. I can do whatever I want if I duplicate it.
I just like to share with tenant. I've been using that a lot. It's been super helpful.
I know, but I love it. I can make another one and mess this one up if I want. and then just make a whole bunch of different ones. And
That seems
just
super counterintuitive to your normal behavior of everything needs to be organized. The fact that you're copying and then botching, that's not very Terra-like.
Well, they just got this working, so I wanted to show it really quick. So
All right.
yeah. Okay, back to troubleshooting. Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay. Let's get back to, and yeah, that's fine. Data can be lost there. That's totally fine. Let's find a deployment, right? Let's find something that failed. Let's just do this 100% live. Here's reader failed, right? Oh, this is not a good one. That's not a good one. Tara, why is all of your stuff so clean?
Got it dialed in, yo.
It's Terra.
No deployable package found. Tara, I needed you to make a mess.
Oh,
I was busy messing up some other stuff this week, Josh.
Good heavens. Let's see one here. Tara, you really don't have a mess in here. That's a problem.
How about that one?
Here, let's just fire one of these open.
Let's do it.
Nope, that one doesn't work either. All right, let's talk about deploy. All right, well, there's a couple different things here that are the most helpful. Is it that one? Is that the one?
Pebbles. You want pebbles?
Oh, thanks.
Sure.
Let's see if we can find an error inside of this one, shall we?
Yeah, let's do.
Oh, what is going on here? Over here. Oh my goodness.
I don't even know.
When they ran the update, it messed up the resolution for all the machines. Listen, we've had a week, Josh.
All right, I'm gonna force an error.
Okay,
then.
do it.
All right,
Do it.
I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go
Do
to
it.
packages. I'm gonna go to Adobe Reader. No. Reader is notorious for failing.
Yeah, I think
you've got a filter on.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're just gonna do this.
Oh, all right.
Whoa, you're just going crazy. Yeah, do it. Put them on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna break.
Let's
Here we go.
create chaos.
We are gonna create chaos right here. I know for a fact that this will error on some of these machines.
Okay.
And the reason this is going to error on a good chunk of these machines is they either don't have it and I selected the patch, or the patch is old, or it's not applicable.
Okay.
So we are going to get an error here somewhere, I'm sure.
And this is a good one to point out too, because Adobe Reader got updated. Was this last week it got updated? It's either beginning of this week or last week, and we started getting messages through social channels. We started getting tickets to the support where it's like, hey, I'm deploying Adobe Reader and it failed on maybe I deployed it to 100 people and it failed on 20 devices, right? And we of course went straight to the packaging team and was like, hey, is there an issue with this package? And we scanned it, we vetted everything. We're like, no, as far as we know, we are deploying everything correctly here. And then reports started coming in. It's like, oh, hey, there's this Visual Studio C++ redistributable requirement that needs to be on there all of a sudden, but there was no mention from Adobe about that. And there's a much longer story about that, and Adobe not being very transparent about what's going on, why things are failing, and that wasn't actually a requirement, but for some people it was fixing some things. It was a hot mess. So
yeah, Adobe is Reader particularly is a nightmare.
Just it's second to Microsoft, even with just the naming convention of their products. It does confuse me a lot. I don't like.
Oh yeah, it's
I don't like
terrible. All right, let's check out this deployment here. Let's look at this failed deployment. All right, so if we look at the output, right? This is where you start to see if it's going to fail or why it failed. This one is actually like a connect error, which is really helpful to see, right? This is not actually the application returning the error. It's failing to just run the task generally. So you can see that these ones are like a platform error and not an installer error. And that's actually really important to differentiate as you start to dig into these things and where your problem is.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is a platform error, a connect error. It didn't run. Something happened between the Connect web console and the agent and doesn't run. Let's go back and see if we've actually got a deployment where we've got all of these are just failing to run tasks. These are all. That's so cool.
So is that the error they're talking about? Everyone receiving?
No, the error you'd actually want to see is like the MSI installer error, right? So like an MSI installer error, when you go to read it, if you start from the bottom and go to the top, like that's it's so counterintuitive. But when you're looking at the output logs, it's actually most helpful, I found, to start at the very bottom of the thing and then scroll up, right? Because that
Josh,
last one is going to be a fatal error.
Are you able to filter it all to maybe help you find more failed deployments in that list instead of just like scrolling and hoping to find them?
I mean, we could probably do that. Where deployment status is failed. Look at that. Rock's being smart. Unfortunately, all of these are looking like platform errors. Like I haven't seen one. Oh, that's a cool one. Let's look at this.
A really fun one.
All right.
Gotta click on failed. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So this one is not a platform error, but it's actually like an installer error, right? So here, let's start at the bottom. Failed to run task. Why did we fail to run task? Installing. Oh. So it just failed to stop the service, right? So this is your terminating error. Stop service failed. So there's like the fix action for this one is probably going to be something like a restart of that machine or a manual start restart of the service, right? Let's see if we can find something else that looks interesting. All right, that looks like fun. All right, so here we are, Edge for Business. And this is the one that you're going to want to start at the bottom, right? So this is the terminating error here. Windows installer, install the product, this, that, and the other, 1033. Installation failed, right? And we can scroll up here, and this is where you're going to start to look for those MSI exit codes. This is the place that is the best place to see, because like you're going to keep scrolling all the way up to the top, and you're going to see all of this stuff. If you start at the top here, this is all of the crap that you have to filter through. Let's scroll down on this one. The resolution is so janky. All right, return code 1. Return code 1 means success. But unfortunately, this one's just not that great either. Long story short, start at the bottom, look for your terminating error here, and that's going to let you know what your next steps are.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I got.
All right. Well, it's 10:33, so I think that's our show for today. Thanks for joining, Jake.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
For PDQ, I'm Tara.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jake, I guess.
Now he really is.
I'm Jake.
I checked his ID. Thank you so much for joining our webcast today. If you have additional questions, you can always reach out to our support staff. Do us a couple favors, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave us your comments. Join us on Discord. And don't forget, next week, final show of the year, it's going to be a marathon webcast starting about 9:30. We'll go till somewhere around 3 o'clock. If you have troubleshooting issues, anything you'd like to discuss, well, we will be here all day to help you out. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you back here next time.